I wanted to introduce to y'all the whole discussion about the Denver Nuggets and what they did this past season. You get what I'm saying? So the Denver Nuggets new team looks amazing. They got Tim Hardaway Jr. They brought back Bruce Brown. Also, they traded for Jonas Valanciunas, and they traded also for Cam Johnson from the Brooklyn Nets. So a complete overhaul of the team, but there's a little drama that goes associated with that. You dig what I'm saying? So let's dive into this real quick for me, y'all. So this is the Nuggets offseason transaction. You know, you got the starting five with Jamal Murray, Christian Brown, Jokic, now Cam Johnson, and Aaron Gordon. So with that, eh, I feel like you can't replace Michael Porter Jr., but if you did, this is the next best person. You know, Cam Johnson is technically a little bit more athletic Michael Porter Jr., unfortunately, because of the back injuries. And then it just shows the projected salaries, how much money that they switched because Michael Porter Jr. was a max player, and at the end of the day, Denver Nuggets had to trade one of these top four max players. So that right there gave us some flexibility to trade for Johnson, as well as uh, have vet minimums for Tim Hardaway Jr. and Bruce Brown to boost that bench, which God, we know Denver Nuggets fans, we know we needed. You feel what I'm saying? So that right there was unbelievable. So one thing I want to get into is the whole situation with Jonas Valanciunas. And this came out yesterday about the whole drama of him going to play for a team in Greece. I cannot pronounce the name, so forgive me, people from Greece. I just can't pronounce it. Sorry, but he just wants to make it clear he's going to honor his contract to be the big behind Jokic. And again, this is the first time Jokic actually has a true big that can spare him some minutes, so he's not so gassed out toward the playoff times. And that's one of those reasons why I believe that um the Nuggets did fall to OKC in 7 games, which is kind of crazy. They took them to 7 games with an injured and tired team. So, um, but what's up next after all this drama happened? So what's next for the Nuggets? Um, I think it's a great move, a serious move, considering that he wanted to return to Europe after receiving a 3-year contract a couple years ago. He still had 2 years on that deal, so I believe the Nuggets are paying him 12 mil a year, and the team stands Nuggets informed. Like I said, informed them that it's going to be a great process. Come on your contract and just play ball. Which I don't understand why he wouldn't want to come, because the Nuggets are in the championship window, and that's one of those things where you just got to understand. I know you've been in the NBA for a while, but you're going to have a championship contending team for the first time in your career. So I think that's just pretty awesome to see all that go ahead and go. So this is the team that we have, potential rotation. And like I said, do they have a chance to make it out the West this year? I think they have a great chance to make it out the West this year. The key additions, like I said, Cam Johnson, Bruce Brown, Tim Hardaway Jr., and Jonas Valanciunas pairs up with the starting five, where I think it's one of the best starting fives in the NBA, as well as you still have Peyton Watson, Julian Strother. You still got the rookies from last year that tore his ACL, and was it Darian Holmes, I believe? Don't quote me on that, but if I mess up your name, my bad, brother. But this right here is an awesome team. I think they can go deep in the playoffs and not have to play. But the one thing that I have always questioned um, is Jamal's consistency is the key to this whole team running. I believe that if Jamal can start off and be consistent from game one to 82, I believe this team be top two, top three in the West. And going into the playoffs, I think if we can, God forbid, no injuries, I think we'll be a great team. I just think that the consistency with him has to be there. He always gets off the slow start, so that's the big key this year. And I think after what is his eighth year in the league, however many years that Jamal Murray's in this league, I've not seen him not one time get off to a hot start or be consistent throughout the year. It's always he's injured, he up and down up until we play off. But I am not gonna lie, probably one of the best playoff basketball players that we've ever seen, to be honest with you. So that's always a great thing for Jamal Murray. But that's a key. I think that's a key to next year's team. Give Jokic a break and then just continue to just fight and keep on going. And another thing I want to talk about, I want to dive into is the Jokic contract. Like you guys already probably heard, Jokic is due. He can get an extension, but he denied the extension just for the simple fact that he'll gain $80 million more if he waits until next year to sign that max contract again, which we all know he declined, which I guarantee everybody in the world would decline the extension now for 80 mil the next year. He can wait one more year. He's still making 46 mil a year or something crazy like that. So he's all good with that. So everybody in Denver Nation, relax. Jokic is gonna be here. He ain't going nowhere. No one's gonna trade him. They'll trade anybody else but the best player in the world. All right. So just hold yourselves up for that. So continue on. Valanciunas with this team. There's still some questions. In a way, is can they make another push? Can they make it another push to a championship? All signs point to yes in my eyes, in most people's eyes. I know the Clippers added on Chris Paul and a lot of teams in the West. It's going to be a gauntlet coming out the Western Conference this year. But I honestly think and I truly believe that it's going to be a hell of a ride. It's going to be fun to watch. NBA is going to be pretty fun this year, especially for Nuggets fans that now we actually have a team that we can go out there and fight for a championship again this year. You know what I mean? That window is still open, fellas. I think it added 3 to 4 years to the window that we currently have because I think Jokic is 30, and I think you can get 5, maybe 6 more years out of Jokic. He don't have. It's not like he depends on athleticism, so it's not like his athleticism is going to drop or anything like that. So right there is going to tell you he might play a little longer, maybe 7 years, 8 years. You know what I mean? I can see him play 10 years, but I think he has a solid 7 to 8 more good top seasons within him. You guys let me know how y'all feel about it. Nuggets Nation, do you believe he top 3, maybe top of the Western Conference? Do you think do you possibly feel that we're going to make a push and can overcome OKC this year? I feel like with all the new additions, I think we're going to be a great team, a hell of a team, to be honest with you. And I don't see, especially at home, anybody really stopping us. You know, as long as we can get the best out of Cam Johnson, Tim Hardaway Jr., and Bruce Brown, we'll be fine. But you know, I know Tim Hardaway can shoot, and I know Cam can shoot and create shots. They can both create shots by themselves. So I think that's going to be awesome. And then hopefully, you know, Julian Strother and Peyton Watson can kind of take that next jump to see where this team goes. Because if those two takes the next jump and maybe the rookie Holmes can take a jump, I think this team would be hard to deal with, you know, and play a little bit better defense. But you still have Aaron Gordon and Bruce Brown or Christian Brown for that. So let me know in this comment section and all that good stuff. Appreciate. Like and subscribe to Side Talk Sports and not just the locker room, to Orange and Blue Country with my boy, me and Larry Stroh. Catch me on social on X at Eli Griffin III. As well, you can catch Side Talk Sports on TikTok at Side Talk Sports. Like, comment, subscribe.